Recently, I hosted a princess tea party for 20 beautiful little princesses. In this video, I will share with you the 5 tips that I use to prepare, and I hope you will find some inspiration. Stay tuned. Now, first off, let's talk about tip number 1, invites and paper goods. Unfortunately, invitations in the mail, paper invites, are becoming a thing of the past. So I opted to do an online invitation on Facebook. I just created an event page. I invited my guests, and I was able to see right then who was coming, and I was able to prepare for those young ladies. Now, as far as my paper goods, I did create these queenly confessions using some invitations that I picked up from TJ Maxx last year for $1, and this is what we use as part of our activities that I will share with you later. Now that our invitations have gone out and our paper goods are printed, we're moving on to tip number 2, which is the decor. Now, initially, my thoughts for this room, or my vision for this room, was for it to be a champagne gold, a blush pink, a regular pink, and a cream. And once I put those colors together, they did not work at all. And so I sat on the floor and I cried for about an hour. And then I decided, hey, let me pull myself together. This event is tomorrow. And we came up with this particular look. Which brings me to share a separate tip, and that is, if you are planning an event and you're not really good with colors, or if things don't work out for you, always start with a clean white slate. A white tablecloth, a white chair cover will take you a very, very long way, and that's what we did here. We already had these items on hand, the white tablecloths, the white chair covers. We added the pink sashes, the pink runner, and the pink napkins, and actually once this look came together, I liked it better than what was in my head initially, because this event was for little girls ages 5 through 10. And so with that being said, I think the champagne and gold colors would be more appropriate for an adult event. And it worked out really, really well. Now for the centerpiece, I used real floral arrangements. My local florist put this together for me, and then I used a carriage here. You can find this carriage at Hobby Lobby. I actually borrowed this one from a friend. It's spray painted gold, and then we had a little candle in the center, baby breaths and hydrangeas and little small roses around the outside, and that kind of tied with our royal theme. Because the little girls were so young, I did not want to use a lot of real dishes that were really expensive, and so I opted to use some plastic dishware and cutlery, and I found these at TJ Maxx and Tuesday Morning. And so I didn't want to sacrifice, beauty for convenience, and I thought these plates were excellent. They're little, the plates are plastic, but they're trimmed with a lace-like print, and they looked absolutely stunning on this table. The cutlery came in a set of 48. It was at Tuesday Morning for $6.99, and so I thought it looked amazing. It looked really real, and it held up really, really well on the table. Now the glasses are glasses that we already had on hand. I borrowed those from a friend, and they were from the Dollar Tree. Now moving on to one of my favorite parts of the events, and that is food and desserts. Now, let me first apologize for not having the table completely set whenever I took this footage, but I wanted to just emphasize that at first I did a lot of elaborate tea foods whenever I first started hosting this event, but as I continued to host it, I learned that the children will try a couple of new things, but you also need to have some things on hand that they're familiar with, like chicken nuggets, sandwiches, and chips. And the foods that I introduced to them were tea sandwiches, macaroons, and petit fours. Okay, so who's ready for desserts? As always, Rachel does an amazing job with creating desserts for all of my events, and I was so excited about the way that this table turned out. And so for this backdrop, I know I get a lot of questions about the backdrops, and so let me just preface this by saying that I did use a photo station, like the backdrops that you normally use to take pictures, and I just kind of draped all of the fabric over that backdrop. backdrop. Now for the desserts, we decided to go with 3 small cakes. And so Rachel designed these 3 different cakes. The cake pops were a combinations of crowns and roses, and then on top you have the macaroons with crowns, you have the little cupcakes with crowns, and then you have the cookies that look like shoes, the mirrors, and the crowns. And so I thought that was extremely cute. I really loved the way that turned out. And so here are some more close-up shots of what the actual desserts look like on the dessert table. There are your cookies, your cupcakes and macaroons, your 3 small cakes. I thought those were fabulous. The dessert stands came from PaperGoods. I actually borrowed these from a friend. I was really blessed to be able to borrow some of these things from her. She already had them on hand. The big crown that you see in the back, it came from Hobby Lobby. And again, I just draped this all on a photo backdrop stand, your normal photographer stand. You can find those on Amazon or on eBay. And I love the rhinestones on this dessert table here. Absolutely beautiful. So here is the heart of your tea, and that is the activities. The activities will make or break your tea. So what I did, I had seen these mirrors a while back, and Carrie had hauled them on her channel. They're actually in silver. They came from the Dollar Tree. I wanted them gold, so I popped out the mirror and I spray painted them gold. I only broke like 2 or 3 mirrors doing this, but it worked out really well. And so what I did was that I paired the mirror with their queenly confessions, and at the tea I placed them inside of their baskets, and during the activity time we removed them out of the basket. They looked in the mirror and they recited their confessions, kind of like Snow White with mirror mirror on the wall. And I also had a photo backdrop, so the girls were able to take pictures throughout the different points in the tea when we needed to clear the table or get ready for another activity. This was a great filler for when girls were arriving or getting ready to leave. It just really filled in the time, and they really enjoyed having their pictures taken on this glamorous backdrop. I found this backdrop online, and I believe the website is CVS Linens, and it worked out really great for the activity that we're having. And you'll probably see it in a couple of YouTube videos coming up because it was quite pricey. The girls look so cute. I absolutely adored their outfits. They look so adorable. This is just a few of the girls who attended. And so with the mirror confession, we did the mirror confession, we did an Easter egg hunt, and then we also did a song called I'm a Promise, I'm a Possibility, and I printed out the words and we learned the song and the dance. And finally, let's talk about favors. Now, you guys know I am a huge clearance bargain shopper. And last year, I found these cute bunny baskets at Target when they were 90% off after Easter, which made them 30 cents a piece. And I decided just to add the little gold crown inside of between the 2 bunny ears. You can see this on my Facebook page, Living Luxuriously for Less. I'll show you guys a little tutorial that I did to put these little bunny baskets together, but they were great favors for the girls. They included pearl bracelets, and they also included the mirror, the confession, a cup, and some candy. And they also used it to house their eggs when they went on the Easter egg hunt. Okay, so let's take a moment to look at a couple of flashbacks. So as I'm recording this video, I realized there were a couple of things that I left out, so I'd like to take this opportunity to cover those things. And so one of the other activities that we did with the young ladies was that we did an etiquette class, and we taught them how to properly set the table as well as how to properly use utensils to eat. I also had a crowning ceremony, and as you guys can see on either side of the punch bowl there are crowns, and I taught them how to curtsy, how to properly sit, and they were all crowned as royal princesses. Again, here's some pictures from the Easter hunt. It was in an open field. The weather was absolutely gorgeous that day. I love these centerpieces. They were so amazing. I have them sitting on my kitchen table right now, and I hope they don't die anytime soon. They were absolutely beautiful. The setting turned out absolutely amazing. After I had my breakdown, I'm actually so glad it happened because I think it turned out for the better. The details on these cake pops was unbelievable. I don't know if you guys can see that really well, but the sticks are pearls and bling. How appropriate is that for a princess tea? The cake cupcakes and cookies, they were all absolutely phenomenal, and I just really thank God for having a baker like Rachel. She is just off the charts, you guys. If you're in my local area and you want to use her, she is absolutely amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed sharing this royal tea with you guys, and I hope you found some wonderful tips and ideas on how to host one in your area. I absolutely love doing things like this. It really made an impact in the lives of the girls. They will remember this forever, and I think a lot of this is lost, and I really would like to challenge and encourage you guys to step out and do something like this in your community for little girls in your community and see the impact that it will make in their lives. If you haven't already joined my channel, I would love to have you to be a part of the Lux for Less family. All you have to do is click that subscribe button, and if you don't mind, share this video, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and come on over to our Facebook page and visit us there at Living Luxuriously for Less, and you can also find us on Instagram. And until next time, it's Melanie. I'll see you at the next video. Bye-bye. Oops, I can't believe this. I almost forgot to share with you guys one of the most important parts, and that is the actual tea. Now, again, these young girls were between the ages of 5 and 10, and so I didn't do the traditional hot teas because that's not something they would be into, but I did find an excellent fruit tea that I served to them in the little teacups that you see here. I also had this Princess Pineapple Punch as an option just in case they didn't like the tea once they tasted it, and we enjoyed the fruit tea and desserts immediately following the egg hunt right before their parents came to pick them up. And for those of you who have stuck with me to the end, here is the outfit that I had custom made for the Easter tea. It was made by my fairy godmother, Cheryl Melton. Again, go check out my Facebook page. I have tons of videos with the queenly confessions and so the crowning moments and some of the other things that I didn't get to capture in this particular video here on YouTube. And so thank you guys again for joining me. Until next time, bye-bye.